Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we have another Kaskade region episode to react to. And everyone, I think it's time that we start getting sad because I started counting the episodes of the videos left in the Kaskade region playlist. And other than the plot video and the Ultra Beast video, which I have been heavily recommended not to react to due to spoilers, we only have 2 left. And this is actually one of the 2. So the next Kaskade episode is actually the last one, and it's not going to be the last one forever. Obviously, we're going to have the Kaskade games to eventually play, and Loxin probably will make a couple more, but it feels so crazy to me that we actually made it this far. So if you've been enjoying this series, or if you just want to support me, drop a like for your boy, subscribe if you're new, all that kind of stuff. We have a ton of fan regions to react to. So even if Kaskade is the main reason that you watch me, trust me, check out some of these other fan regions because people put just as much effort as Loxin does in their games, and I definitely think it is worth checking out. We have a great time here, so make sure that you join the squad, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I don't want to talk for too long because some people say that I take too long in my intros, so yeah, let's begin this video. Actually, before I really begin, I do want to give you guys a quick funny story. This will only take like 30 seconds, don't worry. But I've actually watched the intro of this video before, which people have recommended me to skip because apparently there are some potential spoilers in here. I just want to say I've actually watched it before because I was just like, I don't know, eating cheese balls on my couch or something. And I was like, you know what, let me go watch some YouTube. And I get this notification from Loxton and it's this video and I'm like, oh, a Rotom form for every type. I didn't even know about Kaskade at the time, or I did, but I didn't know it was about Kaskade until like a minute or 2 in. So yeah, we're gonna still watch this video, but I do want to clarify that I have watched a little bit of it. So anyways, let's finally begin. Alright.
So, Rotom is a cool Pokemon. It was introduced with a way cool sort of in-game event dungeon thing, and I think we need a lot more of that in Pokemon games. But since then, Rotom has become super important in the Pokemon world. It's your bike, it's your Pokédex, it's a phone, it's a Pokemon job manager, and it's a camera drone. Alright, this
yeah, it's a lot now.
In case you don't know for some reason, Rotom is a little electric ghost-type Pokemon that is able to possess and control electric devices. It's just like a poltergeist, except it needs batteries. And the best part is that its name is just motor backwards. Oh and gosh, and I just realized that might be really important. We'll see. As of this video, while there are many things we see Rotom possessing, only 6 of them are official Rotom forms that you can use in battle. There is of course the default Rotom, a little electric ghost, but when it possesses something, it loses the ghost typing as it now has a physical body, and it gains a new secondary type based on whatever it is that it possessed. For instance,
I actually think this is still like one of the coolest Pokemon just for that. Like, I'm not even like that huge of a Rotom fan, like when it comes to my favorite Pokemon. I do, but the concept, dude, the concept is so well made. I love how it doesn't have like 1 or 2 forms. It has like a multitude of them and they're all different typings. Instead of it going into a form and it being like cosmetic at that point and it's like electric steel. It's very cool. That's why Rotom is also one of the most fun mons to use because honestly, it has so much versatility. Very cool.
An oven. Ovens make heat and fire, so it gains the fire type. A freezer? Well, that's easy. It's ice. It can make ice, and then it can use that ice in its ice attacks. Fan Rotom is flying type, and that's fair enough. It blows wind. Flying type attacks are often just wind and air themed. Wash Rotom is a washing machine, assumedly one that was in the middle of washing a load of laundry, because where else would it be getting all of that water from for its attacks? It's not connected to any piping. And then Mo
the
Rotom
sky.
is sort of the odd one here until you sort of think about it, I guess. It's grass type, the type normally reserved for literal, actual plants. Mo Rotom is made of steel. It's a lawnmower, but I suppose it's a lawnmower with a carrying container filled with the chopped grass bits, so it can spit those out with some wind and do some grass type attacks. So having a bonus to those attacks by matching the type, yeah, that's fair, but I don't like the idea that it has the same strengths and weaknesses that are associated with literally being a plant. But whatever. Some Rotom forms are just not as clear-cut as the others. Now, by the very nature of Rotom's whole design, as well as just how popular it's become as a character in the anime, it has sparked a plethora of fan art. both of official forms, and especially as new fan-made forms. And considering that the Fakemon region we've been making on the channel, the Kaskade region, heavily features Rotom as well, I mean, it's the big bad legendary, look at it.
Oh,
Rotom
that's the
is
spoiler.
one of the two mascots of the big business organization too, Amazol. So, I figured I should try my hand at the whole Rotom.
Listen, guys, it may be the spoiler, but I'll be honest, I don't really care. Actually, I am gonna thinking about running a poll for like maybe a 5K special or something. I want to see if you guys actually want me to react to that Pla video. It'll be an hour long. It'll be an hour long reaction video. So it'd have to be saved for a special. I will run the poll though, and I'll run it after this video. Remind me if I didn't make the poll. If I did, go to my community tab and vote. I want to see if you want to see that. If you want to see me react to the full 1 hour thing, then sure be it. I am sorry though, because I know there's some people that have reacted to this with me, so they probably got spoiled right there. I didn't make it all the way here, so I didn't know about that. But that is the, okay, fair enough. That is a very interesting mon. Okay, I'm interested to know like the history behind it. Don't tell me in the comments. I can see you, Jeffrey. I can see you typing. Yeah, I'm onto you.
Rotom on every type thing, and that's this video. And hey, real fast, I want to
Kinda
say
already knew what it looked like too.
Super thank you for all of the pre-orders of our Tofrug plush. Tofrug is for sure the Fakemon mascot.
Yo, who should have bought me one of these?
So cute and so square, and so here is an update. They are all made. All of the plushes are made. There is now a finite quantity of them. One problem though, a crane crashed or something, and so they're delayed until September. Haha. It's out of my hands, but I still feel so bad.
You know what?
So sorry.
Quick cut. Let me see. Is this still in the store? No, it is out of the store. Oh, that sucks. Wait, can I like pre-order it? Close at 2021-09. Ah, damn. Man, I actually kind of wanted to buy one of these. Like, I'm not even like a huge Tofrug fan, but I feel like at this point, due to how impactful Kaskade was on my channel, I feel like I kind of had an obligation to buy it. And it is cute. I mean, I don't think it's the best Kaskade Pokemon or anything, but it does have its charm. Damn, the next time somebody like like ping me on a tweet or something, the next time one of these things get in stock, I need to get on it because yeah, it's $30 too. That's really cheap for the quality of this thing. I didn't even know how he got these made for so cheap. Okay. Anyways, back to the video. All right, here we go.
When it comes to making new fan-made Rotom forms, there are some things to consider here. For one, there's so much fan art of it already that I made sure not to do any research into fan Rotoms before deciding what I wanted to do as fan Rotoms. That way they don't influence my choices. But of course, just because I exist, I of course have seen several over the years. So if I ultimately come to the same conclusion as another amazing piece of fan work, I'll just show their art off. I mean, there are so many fan concepts for new Rotoms out there that some are incredibly common enough anyway, and we don't really need more art of the same idea. And sometimes the ideas are just that common because it's such a good idea. Anyway, let's start off with a new Rotom I've shown in this series already. Malware Rotom, Electric Dark type. This one I commissioned from Fakemon Official on Twitter.
I've seen this before.
The rest of my Rotoms are by West Coast F, just so you know. Malware Rotom is a sort of totem Pokemon equivalent, a mini-boss of sorts, and the idea is quite simple. It's an internet server, but one that is hosting sites on the dark web.
Not the dark
as well
web.
As loads of malware, computer viruses that steal people's information, like credit card numbers and identities. Very malicious, which is what the dark type tends to be all about. This is exactly the kind of Rotom
I like
Team
that.
Rocket would have. So, it's a special Rotom, sort of one of a kind, but not really. What I really mean by that is that it doesn't really fit into any other Rotom theme. You see, the official Rotom forms are all appliances you would find at a typical house, which I suppose a real dark web server could be. It could just be in some dude's basement, but is not so traditional. But do all Rotoms need to fit in this theme even years later? Well, no, because we have all these new forms, but we can't use those in battle, so do all of the battle forms need to fit this theme? Well, that may be better, so it will be considered, but I think it'd be cooler to get different sets of Rotom forms. For instance, we have this home appliance set, so why don't we also do a construction, remodeling, cultivation, landscaping, garage set? Let's just call it garage.
Okay.
I guess the lawnmower would be in there too, huh? And also, since we're sort of making these Rotom forms for the Kaskade region project, let's make some themed after handy devices manufactured by Amazel. Things just like that camera drone. Honestly, I don't know why that's not already a battleable form. It's so perfect. If it's a fancy camera, surely it can use flash, and thus be the normal type Rotom form. It's essentially just light manipulation. Well, another idea I played with was a printer that shoots paper at you. That seems plain and normal enough. But another thing that normal is sort of a stand-in type for is sound. Most sound-based moves are normal type, and so a normal type Rotom could be a sound-based device.
I have always, there's two things in Pokemon that I've disliked. When it comes to type-ins, I've always disliked them forcing sound-based moves and sound-based Pokemon to a normal type, and I've also disliked them forcing like space-type moves, like galaxy-type moves and stuff, into the psychic type. I always believed, personally, I'm more of a fan of like getting a galaxy type, because obviously, Astrons, space dude, whatever. I always was a bigger fan of the galaxy typing, but I do think we should, especially at this point, because we haven't gotten a new typing since Generation 6. Gen 8, maybe we could have gotten a new typing. I don't think it really would change too much. I mean, it probably would. But you gotta know, get in a galaxy type and put in like Clefable, Solrock, Lunatone, Cosmog, the whole line, dude, like Deoxys, like Elgin, like you start to really get a bunch, right? Minior, and then there's sound like Exploud. I don't want to talk too much on this, but you see what I'm talking about, right? New typings, we need to get those eventually. I think they fit pretty well.
Like a boombox.
Ultra Sun should have had a galaxy typing, dude.
Super common idea, hence these pieces of amazing art. I mean, it is a really good idea, so obviously. But for me, I think boomboxes have gone out of style, and Amazel wouldn't make something like that. No.
Yeah.
These days, we use smart speakers, waterproof Bluetooth speakers, and such. So here's that. Yeah, it's just a fancy cylinder, but so are most of these speakers. It's powerful in its minimalism, so sleek and unique. It screams with ghostly noise. Spooky. Now, one idea that I was super proud of until I found out it was already done really well by another, that being Bearmation, was a fairy-type Rotom that is a Tamagotchi virtual pet toy. I mean, think about it. Most fairy types are pink and caring, loving, sweet, and girly. How do you translate that into an electronic machine of sorts? Well, showing love to a virtual pet is so much that. In fact, parental love and care in a device could also be seen in baby monitors. Those are also just sort of fancy speaker walkie-talkie things, far too similar to our normal type Rotom. So, brilliant
fairy
idea.
lights.
Something that combines the lovey-dovey pink and caring aspect of the fairy type with the more mischievous nature spirit fairy lights aspect of it in a little motorized machine. Let's do a baby mobile.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
I've heard it both ways. Mobiles come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Some feature animals, some stars, and some are much more whimsical than those or have lights that play music. Now, think about it. A ghost comes and possesses your baby's mobile. It starts spinning a bit out of control and playing eerie music box music. And soon after, your baby is gone.
What?
Baby napping is a common enough theme in fairy tales anyway. Heck, it's part of Impidim's origins. It's a little changeling. So yes, a mischievous baby mobile. One that looks super cute. Some clouds, stars. It can make rainbows with its light. It's pink. And
What does Rotom want with my baby? That doesn't fit Rotom's nature, though, really, does it? Would Rotom really want to kidnap a child? I don't know about the whole baby missing thing, but the music thing I could definitely see. But Jesus Christ, Loxton. Like, I know we got Drifloon and stuff, but that don't merit this.
It's got a little speaker and an eerie smile. It'd be the smallest Rotom form, which is also perfectly fitting of the fairy type. Plus, baby mobiles have little motors in them, just like all of the official forms, hence Rotom's namesake. Having a motor may not be a huge deal because Rotom Dex exists, but every battle Rotom is something that has a motor, so that may play a role in the decision-making at Game Freak. but maybe not. Now, from the smallest to the biggest, dragon type. Dragon being the biggest is also fitting. Also, what the heck do you do for dragon type? Dragons aren't typically
Yeah, these are getting
kind of
crazy.
Mechagodzilla, Zord stuff. And we don't want to go in that direction. So I started jotting down some themes that a lot of dragon types fall into, and Spacey seemed to be the most machinable. Plenty of the space legendaries are part dragon type, as it's a sort of raw magic infinity energy type.
Yeah.
And other legendaries like Rayquaza, Latios, and Latios are very upper atmosphere inspired. Dragonite and Salamence also go way high when they fly. So let's do that, upper atmosphere stuff. I could see a weather balloon, since Amazol are researching the weather, but I also like the idea of a low-orbiting satellite that also studies the weather. Plus,
that's sick. I like that.
That do simple things like that are getting smaller and smaller. You can hold on to them now.
This is definitely my favorite one so far. Like this, I like this more than even like the normal Rotom forms. This is really sick, actually. And I also think dragon typing, like again, it does feel kind of odd, but when you really break it down, what else could you make into a dragon type in? You really can't think of much. Like sure, there are objects that it could work on, like a dragon statue or like a gargoyle, but nah, I think this is the best he could do, and I like it. It looks sick. It looks sick.
But let's still go ahead and make this a big satellite, absorbing pure infinity energy from the sun and converting it into raw dragon power. Yeah, that's cool. And Amazol would love to start looking to the stars once they learn about a few of the cosmic Pokemon in various other games. Moving on, for poison type, I really like these ideas, so I wanted to show them off. This one's a fog machine spewing poisonous fog, and this one is a vacuum cleaner, which was my first idea. Plus, it's totally fitting next to the other Rotom forms. It's a home appliance. Vacuums suck up a lot of gross stuff, and all that dust it can spit back out, and it would make you feel sick and sneezy for sure, like getting attacked by a coughing. Honestly, this is probably the best idea that there is. But there are plenty of other ideas that I could see, like a garbage disposal, the grinder under your sink. They get disgusting.
Ew, don't show me that.
Food as an attack, just like Garbodor. But my issue with this idea is that garbage disposals aren't like very sightly or obvious in what they do just by looking at it. So let's skip that idea and move on to my next. A derelict vending machine. Amazol was getting into the vending machine business over a decade ago, but then decided to shift their focus a bit. They've collected and disposed of most of their old vending machines, but missed a few, letting the food inside rot and mold fester. And now, Rotom has gotten into it. And
that's interesting.
Because it really likes poisoning Pokemon. How rude. Maybe it could even learn Payday and shoot some coins out. Now, a theme like Garage would sort of make Rock, Ground, and Steel type really easy, hopefully. In the case of Rock type, I can think of nothing better than the already common idea of a Jackhammer.
Yeah.
Though interestingly, in a lot of the fan art I'm seeing, they make the Jackhammer ground type, which I suppose works too, but the main use of a Jackhammer is to break up really hard things like asphalt, underground boulders, and bedrock. It can be used to help dig in the dirt, but so can just a shovel. No, I prefer the idea of a rock type Jackhammer Rotom. It breaks up the ground to find rocks, breaks those rocks up, and uses those rocks for attacks. Plus, it could also just jack off on the Pokemon.
What?
That's not what I meant. It could go and do what jackhammers do as an attack. And there is a sort of loose argument to be made.
No! I'm not gonna let you slide with that, Loxton. You think I'm just gonna let you say that and go? Yeah. Whoa there, buddy. Watch it a little bit, right? Jesus. Listen, man, a lot of people get it, there's a misconception in this channel that it's PG because I don't swear, but I just don't swear in general. But no, I'm not cutting that out or anything. That was really funny, but still, bro, you gotta watch yourself, Loxton, bro.
That it's fitting of rock type. Steel would make a bit more sense because jackhammers are metal, but like it's a jackhammer covered in dirt and stone bits. So there's still an argument for ground too, but rock is in the middle of the two types in hardness. So there. Now, ground. What is a tool that someone, especially someone more well off or owns a business or something, might have in their garage that is useful for the ground? Well, probably
an electric shovel
mixer or a ditch witch. which is a handheld plow. Plus, I mean, look at this. Concrete mixers are already orange even. The argument for a concrete mixer is sound. It's got a bunch of soft mush in it that it puts on the ground to make it hard ground. It could trap you in that, in the ground, like those cars that sink in wet cement. And look, it's even holding a ghostly concrete placer spreader thing. It's to stamp it down. The only issue with this idea is making it cute or cool looking. You can't really do that. I suppose it's kind of like Rotom, but for dirt.
I love Rotom.
I guess some Rotom has to be the ugliest, and I guess it's also fitting that it's the ground type. Now, Steel. Theoretically, Steel should be easy, considering most Rotom forms are based on something metal already. But really, what is so inherently metal that it exudes the essence of metal more than any of the other forms? Well, probably a pneumatic bending machine or a hydraulic press, but those aren't very well known about or common enough for Rotom to just wander into like it does everything else. So perhaps a big metal drill? Yeah, I see tons of those. But here's an idea. What else is in a garage, and is somewhat more specifically a Pacific Northwest thing? Well, garage rock, garage band, garage metal, grunge. It got its start here, so here's an electric guitar Rotom. It uses the move metal sound a lot, and smashes into other mon with its metal plating, and whips them with its metal guitar strings. Yeah, hardcore. For fighting type, I still cannot get over how much I love the idea of a fighting game arcade cabinet. Just Pokken Tournament arcade cabinet.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I like that.
As a Rotom. It's just too good. I mean, it's got that competitive spirit of fighting types already in there. Though, I do suppose it would have to punch you with the ghostly electric energy still, so it's not the perfect idea. But here's a similar take that I love. It's a Switch. Pokemon games already have Nintendo consoles in them, even the Switch. So they do absolutely exist in the Pokemon world. The ghostly electric current connects the Joy-Cons via a spectral Bluetooth connection, and now it actually has a physical thing to punch you with, and it's really, really good at dodging attacks because it's always drifting. Also, this idea is fun. It's an egg beater because it beats things like a fighting type. But like, these have all been done plenty, and very well too. But I absolutely for sure wanted to add a fighting type to this mix, so how about this idea? A baseball launcher. I mean, I imagine getting smacked by a rapidly pitched baseball is just like getting punched really, really hard. Oh man, the bruises. Oh, geez, no, please. Plus, it has a spectral bat to beat you with, and the baseball shooty bit looks like a baseball cap. And every anime needs a baseball episode. Pokemon already had one, but they can do more. Now, Bug. What the heck do you do with Bug? I mean, the apparent obvious
electric net
is a bug zapper because there are like 30 different takes on a bug zapper Rotom. But like, what else, you know? It fits. Just as Rotom stores grass to attack with, bug zappers often have little trays that collect the carcasses of the insects, and the Rotom can just dump that on you, and it's gross. And since you're scared of bugs because you're a psychic type, well, it's a super effective move. Just, gross, scary, gross things that I fear.
They said Hatterene and Lopunny, bro.
Also, all of the bug zapper Rotoms, I like the idea of this one the best. The arms are little fly swatters. Spectral fly swat. That's so good. Some other ideas that I've seen for bug type, it was just standard PCs, but with glitches. You know, computer bugs and surfing the web.
That's interesting.
It's a fun pun, but hardly fitting in actuality. Man, this is tricky though, right? Bug type. I guess I could see those robotic bug toys, a little robot roach. But that's kind of cheating, isn't it? It's like doing a fighting training robot for fighting type or a robotic dragon for dragon type. Well, bonus points for whomever tells me a really good bug type Rotom idea down in the comments. I am very picky. So in the meantime, Bug Zapper. That's all there is. And oh, left is psychic, is it? Well, after I looked into it, this is probably the widest spectrum of ideas out of any of the types. I've seen a radio, a boombox, a satellite, a virtual boy, a blender, a UFO, a smartphone, and more. I guess a psychic device is kind of weird. My first idea was a little incense diffuser, but ultimately I figured that isn't quite motorized enough. But I mean, the ideas sound, you know, essential oils, open your mind and spirit,
yes, essential
which renders
oils.
You more susceptible to psychic attacks, I guess. So ultimately, I went with a retro television. A 1980s TV playing a hypnotizing swirl like the intro to The Twilight Zone. I mean, think about how many people fall asleep watching TV. Think about how the media controls the minds of the people already with their 24/7 news cycle and advertisements. The whole goal is to change people's minds to fit their agenda. Yeah, TVs are basically already psychic type. Don't pay attention to the corruption or your real enemy, the trillionaires. Oh no, it's clearly the more melanin and rainbow people. They are your enemy. Be a free thinker.
Okay, we can stop now.
Just as Tom Bezel would want. So yeah, psychic type Rotom. It's a TV. We decided on an older TV to give it more depth. It's quite literal though, and not at all figuratively. So which of these are your favorite? Let me know down below, and check out Gnoggin.net to get a Tophrug plushie before they all sell out, because now there's more time for them to sell out.
I wish I could get one.
Next time, never stop using your noggin.
It's funny too, right? Because I actually watched this as soon as it came out, right? So I could have gotten my hands on one of the Tophrug plushies. Damn it, I'm so sad. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Kaskade. Again, we only have one more, and it's about weather. We reacted to the Castform one, so honestly, I don't know if I should react to the weather one. Let me know if it's like actually worth watching, because I don't wanna be too redundant in my uploads, right? We did already see the what's it called? We did already see the Castform, and honestly, I guess that's not really weather. No, it's pretty much weather. Like, it adapts every type, right? But yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys want to see that 1 hour reaction video, I'll put the poll in the comments, and I will have it in my community tab. So again, check it out. It's kind of sad, right? It kind of feels like the last episode of your favorite series. Like when you're younger, you're on the TV. Maybe you're watching like the final episode of like, I don't freaking know, Jesse or something. It's kind of sad, right? Just seeing everyone leave. But hey, it's not the end yet. So make sure that you like, sub, hit your boy with the support if you haven't already. I'ma go, I don't know, cry or something. What? Bye.